Are you looking for a harness for kids? We are planning on going to the Grand Canyon and a few other canyons this summer, and we have a 2-year-old, and my wife was talking to one of her friends who's been to the Grand Canyon, and she was telling her that usually there's not that many rails like from where people can fall at the Grand Canyon. And so she looked at her very seriously and said, you should probably get a leash or a harness for your toddler so that they don't go, flying over the cliff or anything like that. So we decided to get on Amazon this little guy right here. They call it an anti-lost rope for children. It looks like this right here. It's like a leash type of thing for kids. And the reason why we like this one is that we plan on doing some hiking, so we figured he'd have a backpack on so we could clip it to the backpack as well. But also, and it also have the strap in the front, but also I believe it's got a wrist strap for it too. So if you want to have the leash or the harness, whatever, connected to the wrist, you can do that as well. Let's see exactly what we get in here because I'm not too sure because she's the one that actually picked this thing out. So this is going to be good because they're going to be walking around. We don't want to have to carry a 2-year-old while we're out there and whatnot. So if they can have a little bit of mobility, but we still have them on a leash, I think that it'd be good. Now, I have to say that I am not a huge fan of these things. This is kind of a one case scenario that we got this for, and so that is why we have this. We decided to get it. So this is the first part here. Let's see, this looks like a cuff type of thing, maybe. It goes around the wrist. Seems very legit, durable. Let's see this. The baby's hand goes in there. It's nice and padded on the inside, and it seems to be attached really well. Like there's buckles, and then there's also a Velcro strap, so it's got double protection there. You can open it up right here. Seems like it gets, this is the end of the Velcro right there. So it seems like it gets pretty big. I wish I had something to kind of test it with, but I'm a dad with pretty decent sized hands. I can get that much of it through my fingers right there. Let's see, this is a power pack for a Canon M50. Okay, so if y'all guys, that fits on there. You can probably get a little bit more room out of that. I'm trying to find something in here that would be a better suit for how big this thing is, but that kind of gives you guys an idea, and it can go all the way down to really small. So if you have a really small wrist for your toddler, I could probably get just 2 fingers in there, maybe 3. I'm stretching it right there. But then it also has the buckles on there as well. So there's a close-up buckle. It looks like there's a close-up buckle. And then there's a further away buckle for the other side in case you do have to make your strap bigger for your kid because they have bigger wrists. So it does have the double buckle there for the flexibility, and as they grow too, if you do plan on using this more than once. Now the second part that's in here, this little guy right here. This is the wrist strap right here. Again, this one has the Velcro on it. This is made by, what's this made by? Baby Coop. If you guys want to check that out, I'll link this thing up down in the description below. Y'all can go read other people's reviews about it and not just take my word for it. This one does open up all the way. There is no buckle on it, although there are these little things right here. I don't quite know what that's for yet. Maybe some kind of locking mechanism is what it looks like it's supposed to undo a lock. Let's see. But this gets really small as well. If you go all the way around, I can fit 3 fingers in there pretty comfortably. I might be able to get 4 if I kind of squeeze it like that. And then all the way open, I'm not going to say all the way open, but the maximum, which would be right about here, which I probably wouldn't recommend the maximum because you're just left with this little bit on Velcro right there and you don't really have good adhesion, but I can fit my entire hand through that right there, just like that. So that gives you guys hopefully a good idea of the sizes that you can get with this thing right here. But this, like I said, this has the locks, and then it's attached to this cord right here. And this cord is the entire harness. So this harness looks like goes around. Okay, so the key is for this right here. I believe you can lock your buckle so that your child can't get out. I don't know if y'all can see that on the front there, but there is a little lock symbol and an unlock symbol. So whenever you put the key in and turn it and the little slot is going up and down, that is locked. I cannot unlock it. But whenever I put the key in and turn, take it out, I can unlock it right there. As far as, let's see if this thing fits on me. I'm 5'11", 150 pounds or so. I mean, I got it on me. I definitely can't buckle in the back. It's literally going just right past my armpits, so that might give you guys kind of an idea of the size of that. Obviously, you're not going to be putting this on an adult. It does have the adjustable shoulder straps on the side here, so if you do have a smaller kid, you can simply squeeze this down and adjust that for the size. And then it also, if you don't want the leash on it, like if you want to take them off the leash and kind of let them run around, but you don't want to take off the whole harness, which I'd probably just take off the whole harness. They do have a buckle right here on the back that you can undo, so that's another little feature there. Or if you want to use this with just a wrist cuff so they don't have to wear the entire harness, you can simply interchange these, and then they have you have a wrist strap on both sides right there. So this wrist strap would be for the parent because it doesn't have the lock on it. This one would be for the child. Like I showed you guys, I could easily get my hands in that one right there. Let's see, let's take a look at this again. It also has adjusters on both sides at the bottom. It'd be fitting on the kids like this. So it has adjusters so it can go around that waist a little more. Let's see if we can open that. They don't give you a ton of room here. It does have these nice pads on it as well, but you can open it up to about right there. And this one would go to right there. Let me take off this and we'll try it on me again so that you guys can see how this thing, I guess I need to do that and do that. Okay. Put that one in there like that. That one in there like that. That goes to about the same. I really didn't see a difference between the two there. So, like I said, you don't really get that much extra room here on the sides. I mean, I want to say that's probably 5 inches or so difference there. And then you get to the pad and it starts to get squished. You can pull it a little bit like that. Same thing on this side as well. I guess I could pull it a little bit more. Maybe, let's see, that's as big as that can go. That's as big as that can go. So this is the biggest right here that I can make it, it seems. Can I go underneath? I don't know if I can go underneath this pad here. That might kind of be a pain in the butt to have to do that, but you could get a little bit more by getting this buckle. Honestly, getting the buckle underneath the pad might be a little bit more comfortable for your child too. So this thing does slide, so you are able to put the pad there. So that is another good feature as well, that you're actually able to get this thing to move up underneath there. It's a little tough though to make happen because your buckle wants to keep sliding as well. But it is doable right there, just to give a little bit of extra comfort. There is no padding over this right here or on the shoulder area. So that's kind of one thing that I wish that this thing would have, but I don't think that it's going to be a deal breaker. And again, this is should go in the back, I believe. I guess it doesn't matter. Can you wear these in the front or in the back? I've never used one of these before. With all 3 of our kids, the first 2, we never went any place like the Grand Canyon, so I don't really have an idea for what to expect out of this. But I was reading, we were thinking too that with this, you could if they could find a way to attach this to your kid's backpack, if they're wearing a backpack. Then you could do that. It'd be nice if they had this, if this was able to come off, and then you could put like a carabiner between this and say a backpack or something like that, so that you could they could have just their backpack if they're hiking or whatever, instead of having to do the harness. But all in all, this looks solid. All the stitching looks really nice right here. I do like the pads on the sides here. This cord seems really nice. You get a good, that's a 6-foot cord right there. It's got a little bit more stretch to it, so you might be able to get another foot out of that, but from what I can tell, it seems pretty good. You got this nice rubber thing on the end here. I think that's to connect it to there and here, and then there's this little metal piece sticking up there, and then of course your 2 keys right there. Like I said, if you guys want to check this out, I'll link it up down in the description below. This is what it looks like. Rotate by 360 degrees. Modal, M-O-D-A-L material. thickened steel wire is what this is made out of, and then it's got the lock key design on there. It says it's recommended for ages 1 to 12. I was doing a little bit of research about these things, and I know that some autistic children use them, or parents with autistic children use them, so I think that's why that they say it can go up to that 12-year-old age. I would think that, you know, it'd be for toddlers, you know, probably 2 or 3 or whatever. You know, once they get to walking, you need to kind of rope them in. They do make a few different colors. We got the blue one here, but they also make a pink, a green, and an orange as well. And this only weighs 240 grams to give you guys an idea of how much bulk it kind of takes if you're, excuse me, if you're going hiking and you want to take it off and have to put it in a book sack or a purse or something like that, then it doesn't really weigh that much, which is another nice feature about this. But like I said, linked up in the description below. Y'all can go read other people's reviews about it. Don't just take my word for it. Whenever we get back from the Grand Canyon, though, I'm going to do a full-on review of this thing. So whenever that video is ready, I'll put it right there on the screen. Until then, this video right here is going to be the best video for you as far as what YouTube thinks. The AI is watching you. So click one of these videos. I'll see y'all in those videos. Thank y'all for watching, and Dad out.